You are going to improve yourself. 2022 is your year. You are going to... Wait, I'm not a hypnotist. I could be doing more harm than good here. Well, I guess it's best to stick to what I know. And speaking of harmful hypnotists, here's 10 things about Funkin Lullaby.
Flawless!
Friday Night Funkin Lullaby is a horror mod directed by Versus Tricky creator BandBuds. According to the Game Banana page, Funkin Lullaby took a team of 15 members over 2 months to create, releasing at midnight on Halloween. The mod features a number of brand spanking new mechanics like Pendulum, Psyshock, Parish Song, and Mavis Beacon teaches spooky typing. There's also 2 new modes that remove mechanics entirely or make them even harder. Guess which one I'm playing on? Yep. Though the mod is called Funkin Lullaby, the content that it is based on comes from 2 creepypastas, Hypno's Lullaby and Lost Silver. Originally there was going to be content surrounding the creepypasta Buried Alive, but was cut due to time constraints. Hypno and their pre-evolution Drowsy are originally based on the Malayan tapir. In Japanese folklore, the tapir, or baku, were created by the gods out of leftover scrap from creating the rest of the world's animals, generating this strange amalgam of a creature. Baku are said to eat dreams and nightmares and are often depicted having several body parts from other creatures, similar to how the real-world tapir looks like a combination of a number of different animals. Drowsy's evolution Hypno carries around a pendulum and is known for hypnotizing its opponents, keeping to the Baku theme of dreams and nightmares. One Pokédex entry for Hypno in Pokemon Fire Red states that there was once an incident in which it took away a child it hypnotized. These consistent creepy themes surrounding the Pokemon birthed the creepypasta poem Hypno's Lullaby, which fits perfectly to the tune of Lavender Town, as seen in Trainer Derek's video of the same name. The first song of the mod, Safety Lullaby, is actually based on the song in this video. One of the more noticeable art decisions in this mod is the way Girlfriend's sprites are animated. Due to the unusual movements and poses, fans have dubbed this variant of Girlfriend as Monkey GF. Girlfriend's animations are actually weird looking on purpose. BandBuds tasked Versus Anders creator Typical Emerald to animate Girlfriend to be stupid, as that's the reason why Hypno can't just reach her through hypnotism as easily. At the same time, Girlfriend also has the innate ability to shake off psychic influence, as seen in their retry animation. During their second song, Left Unchecked, Hypno's head is segmented from their body, only attached by sinew, and is still active to perform during the song, as well as the pendulum. This confused a number of players, as it seems that Hypno was killed due to their failed attempt at hypnotizing Girlfriend. But during their FNF Lullaby mod Q&A, BandBuds elaborated on this design choice. The idea was to see how they could take Hypno's design further and make the second song more unsettling. BandBuds explains that at the end of Safety Lullaby, Hypno realizes he doesn't have the ability to get through Girlfriend's shield of stupidity, and needs to resort to drastic measures. Hypno takes the psychic abilities within their body and exports it completely to their head, causing their body to effectively give out. This ability is foreshadowed in Hypno's right and up animations during Safety Lullaby, appearing as if their head is straining away from their body. This method proves effective, as BandBuds tweeted a short video of the hypnotized Girlfriend being dragged by Hypno with the caption, "GF is being dragged to Brazil after phase 2, meaning despite winning, she still lost." This animation was actually supposed to be used as the game over screen, but was produced as a video instead of a retry animation by Typical Emerald, and it went unused until now. Additionally, Hypno's vocals in Safety Lullaby are performed by BandBuds themselves, and during Left Unchecked, the vocals are a modified version of Hypno's cry from the Pokemon games. A white hand can be seen occasionally behind Girlfriend during Safety Lullaby and Left Unchecked. The almost skeletal torn cloth look of the hand is consistent with the appearance of the white hand from the Buried Alive creepypasta. White Hand was inspired by an NPC in Lavender Town commenting on a white hand on the player's shoulder. In the events of Buried Alive, the player reaches the top of Lavender Town Pokemon Tower to face off with an allegedly removed boss that was ultimately replaced by Marowak. This boss, taking the form of a buried human corpse, has 4 Pokemon: Gengar, Muck, and 2 white hands. This fight is set up to be impossible to win and will always end on the same game over screen. How this creepypasta would have been implemented into Funkin Lullaby is unknown at this point, as all we have is the occasional appearance of White Hand. We've talked about Hypno's Lullaby, but what about Lost Silver? In true creepypasta fashion, the story of Lost Silver takes place from the perspective of someone playing a used copy of a game they played as a kid, in this case, Pokemon Silver. The narrator loads up the old save file and begins making horrifying and unsettling discoveries as they begin to play. The Pokemon within their party, consisting of a Cyndaquil and 5 unknowns, begin spelling out messages to the narrator like leave and hurry, which made its way into Funkin Lullaby as the unknown typing mechanic. Throughout the story, the player character Cyndaquil dies, the unknown begins spelling out different messages, and Gold, known simply as ... begins to lose limbs. The story reaches its apex when an eyeless, limbless Gold faces off against an also unnamed Red in a Pokemon battle, going against their Pikachu with their own Celebi. Just like their appearance in Funkin Lullaby, Celebi also only has half a body body and only knows the move Perish Song, assuring mutual defeat between Gold and Red. Gold's appearance in Funkin Lullaby is based on their ghostly white limbless figure before their fight with Red, as afterward Gold is simply just ahead. Lost Silver ends with the startling realization that despite Gold's achievements in life, they share the same fate as all of us, to be gone and forgotten. The song's Safety Lullaby and Monochrome contain the motif of Lavender Town due to the town's unsettling music and association with death. Another funny thing to note is that composer Adam McCumbus, the main composer of Versus Imposter, snuck a few Versus Imposter references in the songs. Left Unchecked contains the motif of both Meltdown and Defeat. And Monochrome contains the motif of Sussus Mugus. In mid-November, BandBuds posted a tweet featuring art of Hypno staring off a bridge with the caption, "They took her away from me." With a depiction of onlookers saying she jumped and laughing, it can be implied that Hypno's trainer was ridiculed to the point of suicide, causing Hypno to become resentful and eventually murderous. BandBuds followed up this tweet with a statement that in order to not butcher the original Hypno's Lullaby lore with backstory, we should consider this lore for the Friday Night Funkin' version of this character. During the song Monochrome, if the player has pussy mode turned off, a number of unknowns will form words or phrases the player must type out or get an instant fail. These prompts can be 1 of 45 or 50 on hardcore, some of which pertain to the story of Lost Silver like Celebi Died or Perish Song, but mostly center around a general spooky theme like gruesome or eerie noise. One of the rarer prompts is Run Streamer, and despite what you may think, Funkin Lullaby doesn't check what software the player has open, so this prompt can happen regardless of if you're using a streaming program. The final opponent in Funkin Lullaby, Missingno, is unique in that as opposed to this depiction of Hypno and Gold, they're actually real. Originating as a glitch in Generation 1 of Pokémon, Missingno is a programming error accessible through a number of glitches, the most notable being the Cinnabar Island or Old Man glitch. In order to encounter Missingno in this way, the player must first watch the catch tutorial in Viridian City, then immediately use Fly to travel to Cinnabar Island, then travel up and down the rightmost shore until the glitch Pokemon is encountered. These series of events alter the game's random encounters and produce an invalid index number, as locations like Cinnabar don't have their own encounter values and simply reuse the one the player just had. This is why Missingno's stage takes place on the shore of Cinnabar, and why unlocking requires the player to hit up and down repeatedly. Missingno's directional animations also references the glitch's appearance in-game. Based on the player's name, Missingno can take on the form of one of the Pewter City Museum's fossils or a ghost as seen in Lavender Town. Though not actual Pokemon, the game considers these as part of the Pokédex in order to display their front-facing sprites, and Missingno accesses these sprites as part of the player's name. Missingno can be obtained in the same way in Pokemon Yellow, though it has a slightly different appearance, based on the segmented sprite of Pikachu. As referenced in the character's down animation, data miners of Red and Blue found there to be 190 index values and 39 variants of Missingno, meaning the term Missingno simply represents removed or non-existent Pokemon data, as it was found that a few of these index values also contained unique Pokemon cry values. And that's 10 things about Funkin Lullaby. I hope you enjoyed. Strong start to the new year. I know this is a big one you guys wanted to see, and damn, what a good mod to break in 2022 with. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time.